What's going on, guys? It's Phoenix, back for another video, and happy November. Oh my god, 2016 is almost over. What? Looking a little bit snazzier than normal in these videos just because I'm on break from work. Actually managed to come back to my apartment because I had enough downtime between stuff at work to do so. So I figured I would knock out this video. Yeah. So we're going to take a look, mainly just talking about it, I'm not going to do a full-on review, whatever, of Generation Toys' jazz. They're like IDW / Masterpiece-ish jazz. Yeah. Accessories-wise, doesn't come with much other than his gun, which I'll just go ahead and show off. The phenomenal mold and detailing on the gun is not going to come out. You do have a little mini pistol kind of embedded in there as well, because when this does get uploaded, the quality is going to be crap. Such is the nature of the beast. But I do really like the gun. You can port it on here, just to that hole in the roof in alt mode, but I've never honestly been a fan of this. I know this is more or less G1 accurate, but I've never been a fan of it. It always has looked stupid to me on any figure that you can do it on. Really my only issue with the vehicle mode here, so I know I am filming this outside because it's like 70 degrees outside today in November, which is mental, is that hole where we just plug the weapon into doesn't fill in or whatever. It's like a little mech techy, springy thing. That's a bit of an oversight in my opinion, and I feel like Generation Toy could have done something about that. Especially considering they use magnets, which I think is really cool, to close the doors. That little panel right there, right above my finger, is magnetic. So you've got the other end of it right there inside the door. Door just closes like that, and you just have to basically line it up. It's really cool. I really like that little bit of style on the engineering. It's really cool. I'm not going to transform Jazz here just because I want to keep this video fairly quick. And the transformation is, while very intuitive, a little bit fiddly. So if you want to see what the robot mode looks like, just go ahead and check out the other coverage that this figure has gotten. Pia's review is great. Bobby Skullface L's video is great. For once, I actually recommend Bolt Matrix's review as well. But yeah, just take a look at the other coverage that this figure has gotten. This isn't quite a Masterpiece Jazz, if I'm going to be completely honest. While he is going to be my stand-in for a Masterpiece Jazz until we get a proper one, if we ever do, he is definitely more of like an IDW stylized Jazz from what I hear. I'm not reading the comics. I know I probably should. But yeah, he's a really awesome figure. The alt mode is just freaking gorgeous. I would have preferred, like a lot of people have said, that he was more of a stark, jazzy white. If I had my Reveal the Shield Jazz convenient, I would grab him and do a side-by-side. But I like the fact that he is silver, honestly, because the silver doesn't really take away from the overall feel of him being Jazz. And, I don't know, there's something really sleek and just awesome about the car mode. He's modeled after a Porsche, I don't know what model. Yeah. I legitimately kept Jazz here in his alt mode for like a good 2-3 days and just messed with it, rolled around, and all that. It's that cool, that really just fun. There is a little bit of clearance issue on the wheels here just because of how he transforms and how these panels rotate up. Sorry, I have to flip up a notification. There we go. But why do emails keep coming in while I'm doing this? But yeah, so what else I think? There's a little bit of a clearance issues here with the wheels just because of how this section and the arms transform, but that's fine. He still rolls fairly well once you just mess around with the wheels and get them to roll more freely. You just got to make sure they're all lined up. But yeah, it's a very neat and intuitive and very fluid transformation. You can kind of see the head sculpt in there. You guys want to look at that? It's pretty cool. I really like it. Really, he's a very nicely done, very fun figure, and I'm thoroughly impressed by this. I'm thoroughly impressed by what Generation Toy did here with their Jazz. I know, I want to say Make Toys and some other company are also doing Masterpiece Jazzes right now. And I don't think Generation Toy intended theirs to be a Masterpiece Jazz, but hey, he's my stand-in, like I have already said. But yeah, no, he's definitely going to be sitting firmly on my desk for some time. He's very fun to mess with in both modes. The transformation, like I said, is a little bit fiddly, but it's really intuitive, and honestly, it's a complete welcome contrast to other third-party figures that I picked up recently, like Make Toys' Mitron, and that's DX9's Mitron, and hell, even Bad Cube's Sun Search, who's also on my desk. It's not as simple as, say, Steel Core, to make a reference to a figure that came out like 5 years ago, but it's a very intuitive transformation, and like I keep saying, it's fun, and it makes a lot of sense where things go, and you're not going to get frustrated doing it. It's honestly kind of on par, as I look back inside my apartment to my Masterpiece-ish shelf, it's kind of on par with Transistor's transformation, or like any of the Hisui Masterpiece cars, hell, even Ironhide and Ratchet's transformation. It's like that level of intuitive, but with maybe like a little bit more complication than Ratchet and Ironhide. Yeah, I really freaking love this figure. He is right around $100, which is a little bit odd to me. But if you're interested, I do recommend getting him. He's really freaking nice. God, really like this figure. He's honestly probably going to be on like my top figures of the year list, if I'm being completely honest. He's really nicely done. I'm gonna just keep saying that because I can. Let me see if do I have anything handy for a size comparison that's in vehicle mode? I do not, unfortunately. He's like, I want to say like Voyager-ish sized. From what he scales really well with the Masterpiece cars that we've gotten, those Hisui era ones. So Prowl, Smokescreen, crap, who else have we gotten? Just Wheeljack, Exhaust, all those guys. He scales well with them, and yeah, I have to imagine he would also scale well with Make Toys' Hound, but I haven't done that side by side yet myself. But yeah, he fits in well with that Masterpiece-ish scale. And yeah, so just some general gushing, rambling thoughts on Generation Toys. Jazz, technical name for him is J4ZZ. Copyright, whatever, you could have just called him like something else. J4ZZ is a mouthful. But whatever, I digress. I've kept you guys long enough. Thanks for listening to me ramble and wave a toy around, or a collectible around. Yeah, anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next video, which honestly will probably be me talking about Masterpiece Optimus Primal, because I got notification that he's on his way from Toy Dojo to me earlier today. So, I'm very excited about Masterpiece Optimus Primal, and the initial reviews of him have been pretty damn good. So, I'll probably end up doing a review of him, probably, I want to say around American Thanksgiving. But yeah, anyhow, Generation Toys Jazz, definitely go in on this figure if you're at all interested in him. I highly recommend him. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I'm Phoenix. I will see you guys in the next one.